Welcome. This is a video to show how to take a data table that you enter into Google Sheets and make a graph. So first thing is to have a data table, independent variable, dependent variable, and then the values underneath each one. All right, I already have values in there for this. Give it a name right away. You can call it anything that makes sense to you. I'll call it data collection. And we want to click and drag to highlight this and hit insert. Chart is what it does for a graph. By default, it gives us a column chart. I want a different type, so we will do a drop down, scroll down. Scatterplot is the norm in the physics class, and here is a good basic graph, but we want to make a few additions. To do that, we want to customize. So we'll go over here to customize. The chart style is fine for now. You can look at that on your own. The chart and axis titles, I like my axis titles, force in newtons, stretch in centimeters, and the title is fine. The dependent variable force versus independent variable stretch. Series is something we want to go into. It looks like it's a straight line. If it looked like it was a curve, I would want to fit a line or a curve to it. So that's called a trend line. So I'm going to click trend line, and there's the trend line here. It has by default fit a linear line. That's what we want, but there are other choices. Exponential is one of them. If we look here, there's all the choices. Let's make it linear. Going down a little further, we have a line. We want to know the equation for that line. What is the slope? What is the y-intercept? It says there is no label. Drop-down menu. You can have none, custom, or use equation. There's the equation right there up here in the legend. So that's what we want. You need to be able to interpret this is the slope, 0.252, times x, whatever x is. In this case, it's stretch, plus the y-intercept. No units on the y-intercept, but it would be, in this case, newtons, because force is on the y-axis. All right, we're done with that. Let's go to the legend now. And there is something we want to change here. I do not want it in the upper right. I prefer it down at the bottom. This is okay, but you can move it different places. Let's put it at the bottom. And now I see this equation, force in newtons equals 0.252 times x being stretch, you need to realize that, plus a negative 0.042, the units would be newtons. So this is satisfactory, so I'm going to close the editor, and I'm going to click on the chart, move it to where I want it, and at a minimum, this will do for a data table and a graph. There's ways to make it more pretty, but I'll leave that up to you.